Style Jitsu TV here. Is UFC BJJ detrimental to the sport? I want to say yes, they are. Now, today's date is December 2nd, 2025. We're going to head over to the UFC BJJ landing page. Again, it's December 2nd. They are advertising a fight that happened 2 months ago. How unprofessional is this? Now, we click on the fight card, and it goes directly to the fight that happens on Thursday, October 2nd. Now, I know there's a lot of big fights coming up on December 11th with the Tackett Bros defending their belts. Raquel Canuto, Lucas Pinheiro is also fighting. It's actually a pretty decent looking fight card, but I went to the website. I can't find a single thing about this. And this is after Claudia said to Kennedy that they wanted more fast-paced action and he's not really fit for the card. You want to know what is fit for the card? Mikey Musumeci. I've always said this from the get. Mikey doesn't have autism. He has BPD, borderline personality disorder. Now, you look up the symptoms. If you've ever dated anyone or known anyone with it, you'll start to see a lot of the overlaps. In fact, a couple people messaged me and told me that I'm absolutely correct on this. I really feel like BJJ has taken a downturn in the whole playing up the fights. Back in the day, people were talking trash between schools, CJI2. Craig paved the way. He laid out the groundwork. He said, follow my lead, talk trash. None of the teams talk trash to any of the other teams about how they're going to win. Now, I think Mikey Musumeci is kind of a detriment to the sport of jiu-jitsu. He's kind of taken away the whole trash talking element with his outbursts of bullying and crying about things. Now, if you don't remember, when he and Gio were to fight, he cried about a lot of things, about how he didn't want to be his friend, how Gio didn't deserve his black belt because of the way he conducted himself online. Let's go ahead and revisit that, shall we?
What happened during the match and before the match, Gio kept making stabs at me, and it was cool, I understand why he was doing it, but I eventually got to me during the match when in the beginning, when we did mercy grips, he bent my finger and my finger's all like messed up from that match. So that would piss me off because that was like really dirty of him, He didn't shake my hand in the beginning, cool. I laughed. Then when he did the mercy thing, he kind of really messed up my finger. And then during the match, he just kept taunting me, And before the match, he was like saying crap to me, like, you never fought a real no-gi opponent. He brought up something about Kaio to me.
He never fought a no-gi opponent is the type of trash talk that got into this guy's head. Apparently, that's bullying. I feel like that's just typical WWE type of trash talk. You never fought a real no-gi opponent like me. You're not ready for this. And later in the interview,
I guess I come from gi jiu-jitsu, so like I'm from a different element. Like that stuff wouldn't fly in like gi jiu-jitsu. Maybe in no-gi that's more acceptable, and I guess I just overreacted just at the moment.
The trash talk was in fact accurate, and it's nothing but trash talk. That fight was actually one of the more interesting fights because there was all that bad blood between these two fighters. Gave you a reason to watch it.
He can set whatever example he wants. I'm setting my example,
This is the example he's setting today.
Red, Kevin Carrasco, the challenger in the blue. Michael, what are we seeing from the champ here? What is it?
He wasn't kidding when he's talking about Cobra Kai. He's looking for that crane kick.
No, so what he's doing is when he lands, he's going to already have a bite on the leg. And that makes it almost impossible for him to not end up in the position that he wants when he pulls guard.
You're wrestling.
Yeah, it's not showmanship. It's not gamesmanship. Like I said, there's so much attention to detail with this technique.
Do you see how it is?
Now, I feel like most of the competitors on the UFC BJJ card are all trying to be this, I'm the good guy, I'm a nice guy. We're all in it to help grow the sport of jiu-jitsu. But no one's talking trash to each other. Everyone's putting on this act of being all friendly and nice. You're in a fight. You're seeing who's better. No one's talking trash. There's no reason. There's no tension. There's no build-up to any of these matches. It's all the same rigmarole of we're training really, really hard. My diet's in check. I've been putting in X amount of hours a day, and I think I'm really prepared for this fight. It's kind of boring. Everyone thinks that they're going to get cut being a little bit toxic, but I mean, look at John Jones, look at Conor McGregor just running their mouth. In fact, most of the press conferences, them talking trash is what clips, and that's what gives people a reason to watch the fight. And I feel like Mikey Musumeci crying about bullying has hurt the sport.
But everyone talking crap, oh, you couldn't beat him, there's no way, he's a division heavier than you. I just submitted him easy as
Yo, I got one thing to say.
Bro is rabid to grab the mic. What happened to this type of trash talk? This actually drew a lot of eyes to the sport. Of course, Mikey said that ONE FC didn't treat him well, didn't pay him well, but Mikey's the type of fair weather guy. He'll hop around to different organizations, different schools, and then when he leaves, he'll glaze the place he's at and talk trash about the previous one. He said that ONE FC underpaid him.
You got the submission, you got your revenge, you also got $50,000 from Country City Utah. You gotta bring a smile to your face, brother.
$50,000 fight bonus. And he's saying that ONE FC didn't treat him right. Well, at least ONE FC updates their website regularly and promotes the fights a lot better than the UFC BJJ. And the funny thing is, most of these athletes that are on the UFC BJJ team or squad or whatever you want to call it won't speak badly about the UFC, mostly because these jiu-jitsu athletes are so desperate to be put on some sort of fight organization. At least they're getting paid. And according to Craig, part of that contract is exposure. UFC uses exposure as one of the selling points and one of the ways they're being compensated. Like I said, today is December 2nd. They still haven't updated their website. And I remember in September, a week before this fight, they were still promoting the July 31st fight. When will UFC, a multi-million-dollar organization, find it in their budget to hire a web developer that's able to update the web pages to reflect the next upcoming event? So yeah, I think Mikey Musumeci and the UFC BJJ is detrimental to the sport. I don't think they're helping it grow. In fact, I feel like they've stagnated it. This whole goody two-shoe, we're the good guys, no trash talking allowed because that's bullying. It seems like the old school competitors have no problem with this trash talk going back and forth. It gives you a reason to watch this fight. Now, here's a clip with Zonder talking about his upcoming match for, I think, who's number 131? And it's against Ferris, but here, we're going to go ahead and check out the clip.
That this guy has already had in his captions, oh, Shanji, he's been letting his career go on too long. That's his big mistake. I'm about to be the legend slayer.
The response is going to be when I choke him. I let him talk. It's okay. It's his thing. My thing is to smash him in the mat. What gets me concerned is if it's harsh on top of me. It's Browley wants to get my neck. If I have a clown talking on the side of the microphone, doesn't really affect.
You're not worried about a guy like him, but when it comes to Hauser mounting you or Braulio, Estima?
For me, what gets me more nervous is the fact that I have a guy that can actually finish me. I don't think Ferris can finish me.
Yeah.
He's very good, but when the last time he finished somebody, right? Let's put it this way. It's the number game, right? So am I worried about him trash talking me? No, as long as I think he's going to keep respectful. I think he's going to say stuff that even makes no sense for me. For me, it's just when I kid is crying and I'm used to it, right? But again, what concerns me would fight a guy like Marcelo Garcia that if you have one mistake, he's in your neck. A guy like Braulio, if you leave your arm out there, he's going to triangle you. Or Harger, if you get on bottom, he's going to smash you. Those are the things that concerns me the most. Now having someone talking.
Tune in to WN.
And that's one of the reasons that I want to watch this fight is because Ferris talked a bunch of trash and I'm here for it. I think more people need to be doing this. I think a lot of these post-fight interviews are so lame. It's like, who do you want to fight next? Call someone out. Make fun of somebody. That'll definitely bring eyes to you in the sport. It'll get you the fight. People are going to want to see that fight because you ran your mouth. And that's the only reason I'm here is because I ran my mouth. I'm still laughing that I left a comment on one of the Bloss's posts and he sent me a bunch of reels and then he made a TikTok style reel talking about the video clip. But who am I, dude? It's also funny that a lot of these competitors are very high-level jiu-jitsu people send me messages or talk to me about random stuff. But yeah, in the future, I plan on having a few of these people as guests or whatnot. There's not enough people keeping it real in this sport. I feel like a lot of these content creators in the jiu-jitsu sphere is trying to keep it respectful and asking the same old tired questions. What'd you do to prepare for this fight? How do you feel like addressing this? That's boring. You've heard it all before. The answers are never interesting. Ferris talking a little trash to Zonder got me interested in this fight. I wasn't even interested in this fight at all. Just like, whatever, dude. Two big dudes going at it, black belts. Very, very boring jiu-jitsu. I honestly think if you want to grow the sport of jiu-jitsu, start broadcasting white belt matches. You don't even have to pay these people. You can just have them fight for a stripe or perhaps a promotion. They'll fight for free. On top of that, it'll draw in the mainstream people that don't even train watching these fights thinking, oh, I can definitely do that. I'll get out of that. But it's a lot more entertaining. I actually had a conversation with some people, some high-level jiu-jitsu people, saying that when they had in-house tournaments, more people were amped up, hooting and hollering for the white belt matches than they were for the purple, browns, and black belts. So what does that say about making this sport palatable to the regular, everyday person? And that's how you're going to grow the sport, by having an interesting story to tell, whether that be trash talk, having some beef, some tension. The game is now vegan, and that's tiresome. It's boring. Give us some steak, give us some chicken, give us some ribs. That's what the people want. That's it for this episode. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe. If you hated it, leave a comment down below as to why you disliked it. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you.